Hey, have you seen the new iPhone 14 Pro Max? I just picked one up last week and honestly, I didn't expect to be this impressed. The first thing that hit me was the display. It's so sharp and bright that even sunlight doesn't mess with it. I was standing outside streaming a video, and it looked like it was glowing from within. The colors pop, but not in that fake, oversaturated way. Everything just looks clean, real, and detailed. You know how older phones kind of stutter when you scroll fast? Not this one. The screen refresh rate is so smooth it feels like the content is floating under your fingers. And the size, yeah, it's big, but it's not awkward. It actually feels balanced. The edges are rounded just enough that you can hold it for hours without your hand cramping up. The dynamic island. At first, I thought it was a gimmick, but now I use it constantly. When music's playing, it expands just enough to show the song title. When someone calls, it turns into this little animated window that makes the whole phone feel alive. It's the kind of thing you don't realize you need it until you use it. And that camera system, man, it's a beast. The 48-megapixel main sensor captures details that I didn't even know a phone could grab. I took a picture of the skyline last night, and when I zoomed in, I could literally read the words on a faraway sign. The low-light shots are insane too. The new processing makes night photos look natural, not all grainy or washed out. Portrait mode is smarter now, it recognizes faces instantly, even if someone's moving. Video quality, that's where it blew me away. I shot some clips for a friend's birthday party, and it looked like a mini-movie. The stabilization is so good that even while walking, the footage stayed smooth. Cinematic mode automatically focuses between people, just like a real film camera. When I showed it to my friend who works in video editing, he couldn't believe it came from a phone. Battery life is another win. I used it all day, music, maps, videos, a few FaceTime calls, and still had juice left at night. Fast charging gets it back up to 50% in about half an hour, so I never stress about running out. Performance-wise, it's on another level. The A16 Bionic chip doesn't just make apps load faster, it makes everything feel effortless. Games run without lag, heavy editing apps don't slow down, and even multitasking feels seamless. It's like the phone reads your mind before you even swipe. Face ID unlocks instantly, even with glasses or in dim light. And I love that Apple kept improving privacy without making things complicated. It asks before tracking anything, and that peace of mind is something I appreciate more every year. Another small thing that makes a big difference is the sound. The speakers on this thing are loud but crisp, with actual depth in the bass. I played some tracks on Spotify and didn't even need my Bluetooth speaker. Even the build feels premium. The stainless steel edges, the matte glass back, it's elegant but durable. I've dropped it a couple of times already, and not a single scratch showed up. And it's water resistant, so accidental spills don't freak me out anymore. I tried the always-on display feature too. At first, I thought it would drain the battery, but it barely uses any power. I can glance at the time or notifications without touching the phone, which is weirdly satisfying. The eSIM setup took a minute to get used to, but once I figured it out, switching carriers became so much easier. No more hunting for tiny SIM cards or paper clips. And of course, it runs the latest iOS, which ties everything together, widgets that actually make sense, smooth transitions, and privacy features that don't slow you down. It just works, and that's what I love most about Apple. When people ask if it's worth the price, I tell them it depends on what you value. If you just need a basic phone, sure, it's overkill. But if you want something that feels fast, reliable, and built to last for years, it's totally worth it. You can tell they designed every little part to fit perfectly together, the hardware, the software, the way it responds to touch, even how the camera opens instantly when you double tap. I've used plenty of phones over the years, but none that felt this complete. It's not just a gadget, it's like a little studio, a gaming console, and a creative tool all in one. Every day I find something new it can do, and it still surprises me. The iPhone 14 Pro Max isn't just another phone, it's the most polished, powerful one I've ever held.